day, everyone. Thank you for coming into this YouTube channel, Trade Live, Live Signals with Precise Trader. Today is February 6th, and this is a Asian session. And do take note of the risk disclosure. Day trading in foreign exchange is risky. Past results are not indicative of future returns. The content on this webinar is mainly educational purpose. Use your information entirely at your own risk, and you must assess risk of any trade with your broker before you put in your trades. Okay, let's move on to our live analysis. Okay, the key data that is going to be out today is we are going to get a pound interest rate announcement, which is market is forecasting 4.5. I mean, market is expecting 4.5, which would be a 0.25% cut, and followed by US unemployment claims and Canadian IV PMI. Okay, even though the interest rate cut is going to happen, most likely you should see the pound easing off during that announcement. Then after that, I think we should be expecting this market to turn up. Okay, because like as I said, this trend is already still, the dollar weakness has already started, and now we are in the direction of the dollar weakness. Okay, let's do our live signals analysis. Okay, now if you look into the trend, okay, let me set this right. Okay, so if you look into this trend on the euro dollar on the hourly, okay, what we are seeing is, okay, this is flat with a downside view, and the range we're looking at is a very tight range between 103.90 and 104.10 or even 445. But on the daily, this is a 2 consecutive day up, and weekly is a flat with an upside view, which means to say that, okay, market is already started turning on the daily, but we are not seeing any strength on the moving averages on the daily, but the hourly, I think, is well supported. So now whatever we are seeing correction, this should be limited. So most likely we should be seeing the price limited to 370 or maybe slightly lower, in extension. So the one I think we need to find from the chart or other tools. So now the euro dollar here, the PT zones, okay, the PT zones, what is saying now is, in fact, we are seeing flat, but daily is showing some downside force. But I think it should be limited because your weekly is supported with 2 buying forces, and we should be looking to either cautious sell or buy and hold. So the levels where we are looking for to buy is somewhere near 103.70 or even 3.5. That should be the level, or even we have a quarterly low which is 335. So we can see any one of these levels, whichever comes best, then probably we want to go near that level. So finally, when we come into the dashboard, okay, market is trading at 390 now. Okay, we are seeing 390 now. Your previous day low is 370, and your current day high is 410. Previous day high is 445. So usually when we look for clues, okay, usually we try to compare the previous day high low opening price to get a very clear indication how the market is heading and how we can trade. So now what we expect is, even though the 370 tested the previous day low, it may go slightly lower, but I think we are still well above the current week low, which is 102.05. So where we are looking to buy, we should be looking to buy somewhere near 360 or 340. 340, I think we have strong support. Then on the daily, it says 103, there is a very strong support because your previous day already showing. So we should be going for a buy and hold somewhere near 103.40 or 103.20 or 3, and this is how this should be. And the target should be below 440, and of course, expect the high to break. If it breaks, then we can see 460 or 510 or 535. So this is how this trade setup looks like from the system. Okay, now let's see what is the chart telling us. So now when we look into the chart, when we look into the chart, we are looking at the 6 hour chart. We are looking at a 6 hour chart and daily. Okay, let's see this too. What does it say? Okay, daily, like the system said that this market has already made a 2 consecutive high close, and this is what we are seeing on the system. And most likely we have seen a base, and this is a higher lows, which means to say that this is a valley is most likely should be confirmed. Okay, usually we use the word valley, means that we are looking for a major low. Okay, we will say we use valley, the terms valley and peak usually for major highs and major low. And we use the short term low as also another guidance. This one, I think when we have the time, then we'll discuss more on that. So now, based on this, what we should be doing is we should be looking to buy near 365 or extension which is 340 or 320. Okay, then we should see the price turning up from here and pushing to the new highs. And looking at the RSI and stochastic, we feel that most likely the 360 might hold and market should turn up. Okay, but sometimes we might get some a strong pullback, so it may touch 340 or 320. So how we can trade this? Okay, looking at this, I would be looking to buy somewhere near 360 or 340 or 320, and two entries I'll try to put in as first entry and second entry, and try to exit before 405 as a conservative trading, which is if you are a conservative trader, then you try to exit this before this. But if you call yourself an aggressive trader, then expect this high to break, and if it breaks, then we can see 470, 490 or even 510 for today. So today's range we are looking at somewhere from 340, 320 on the low side, and on the high side we are looking at somewhere 470 and 510 or even 530. 535 was your previous week high. Okay, so the trade setup, what we can give or what we have given is we are trying to buy at 365, okay, which is a valid call, and try to exit before 415. This is also a valid call, and we are trying to buy at 340 and 430. Okay, so these two are valid, and we can proceed on with this trade. Okay, let's move on to the next cross. Okay, the next cross we are going to look at is pound, and remember, pound is an interest rate announcement. So what we are expecting is the market, is expecting a 0.25% cut. Even though the 0.25% cut comes into play, we should see some weakness during that announcement. Then after that, the pound should start to turn up. Okay, and that's what we are expecting. So now, looking into the trend, we look at your 360. This is flat with the upside view. Daily is flat with an upside view. Weekly is flat with an upside view. And again, daily trend, we are seeing 2 consecutive up, which means that the probability the market has turned up on the daily. So the range we are looking as of now with immediate is between the range 124.65 and 125 half. So after that announcement, maybe we should see either testing that 125 half or should be breaking this high, so whichever way, but I think the downside should be limited. So now when we look into the PT zones, okay, the PT zones is saying that the daily is showing some weakness, but weekly is well supported, which means to say that this downside force on the weekly should be limited, and we don't see the price going below 12465, or if it breaks, then probably we might see an extension marginally lower. Then market should expect to turn up and start to move up. So let's get the confirmation on the dashboard. Right now the market is trading at 12495, and this is trading near the current low, and current high is lower than your previous day high, and your previous day low is 12465. So expect that to be tested, or expect that to be break. If it breaks, then we don't see the price going beyond 124, 55, 40 or 35. Okay, I think 124.35 is well supported, 124.35 and 124.10. Okay, I don't see the price going below 124.10. So we should be looking to go for a buy and hold at 124.10. And if that gets in, then probably this market might be in a range. But of course, the rate announcement plays a key role, because after the rate announcement, it all depends what the BOE saying about the rate announcement. Okay, now getting back to the chart, okay, we are clearly seeing that, okay, this is a major low is most likely confirmed. Okay, this is what we called a long-term low, or a valley, long-term valley. What it means, we are seeing higher lows on both sides with the lowest low, and once it breaks this low, once it breaks this high, we expect the price to test at least 129.30, or even your previous high 128. So this market is definitely is a buy and hold, and is a strong buy. So we look for opportunities on this. So now looking at this, buying level should be somewhere near 12465 as the system said, or slightly lower on extension on 12430 and 12410. I think this is what I told based on the system. I think the chart and the system are giving us the similar answer. As far as your short-term move is concerned, we are still looking for some downward pressure. So most likely it will test this or break and turn from here. So I think the trade setup, what I'm looking for is either we should be going for a buy at 12460 or 12430 or 12410. So if I buy at 12410, try to exit, be a conservative profit, which is before 12490. If you're an aggressive trader, then wait for this high to break or high to be tested. If it breaks, then we can see the price moving higher beyond towards 126 10 or 125.90. Okay, based on this, the trade setup what we are looking for is, okay, we are going for a conservative sell, because the reason is of the rate announcement, and this is a conservative buy, and this is only until another 3 hours. So we are trying to go for that trade. Then on the other hand, we are trying to go for a buy, okay, at 12430. Okay, 12430. And also the profit, also we are putting in a conservative profit, which is 12520. But of course, if it breaks 12550, price is expected to move higher, and most likely we should see the price moving higher. Okay, so this is expiry we have given until the next two time belts. So we want to go for a buy and hold for this trade. So let's move on to the next currency. Dollar yen, okay, the trend says flat with the downside view on the hourly. Daily, flat with the downside view. Weekly is in a downtrend. Okay, remember yesterday I said this is already in a downtrend. I expect this price to push lower towards 152 if I recall correctly. So I think it did reach that level. In fact, the low was 15180. I think this was the registered a low on the 6 hours chart, and yesterday's low was 15210. Okay, which I think our projection was almost on the dot. Okay, now how we can trade this? Looking at this, we are seeing a strong selling force on the lower time frame, which means that your 15-minute moving averages are pointing lower, 2 hours are pointing lower, but daily is flat. So I think we should see most likely to have some stability soon. Okay, then let's see how. Then also, since the weekly is down, so then we need to see one more higher time frame. Okay, the monthly is also pointing down, so which means to say that this week we are expecting this weakness to continue, but on the other hand, it may continue until the month end, until the price target is reached. So I hope you understand the statement what I'm giving you. Maybe I'm going a bit fast, but if you feel you're not able to catch me, you let me know. I can slow down a bit. So now let's see the PT zones. Okay, the PT zone says a mixed signal on the hourly, which means to say most likely we may have seen a temporary base. Okay, but we should be exiting before the daily SR 5 levels, most likely SR 5 or hourly R RR sorry RR2. Okay, RR2, yeah, RR2. So the key level to pay attention is we hold sell below 15370. Okay, and maybe the nearer one we can look for 15275, because that is your 6 hours high. So we hold sell. If we buy, we should exit before 15275. So these are the clues we are getting based on the system. Okay, as of now, we are seeing the price trading at 15217. The current day low is lower than the previous day low, and now is already back into the previous day range. So we try to, and current day high is 5275. Okay, 15275. Remember I said that even if you're buying, we should be exiting before these levels. So I think 15275 should be your major resistance, but we are seeing some minor resistance at 15240 and 15240, because it's a selling zone and also on the RL2. So remember I said even if it's extended, is daily RR2, which is 15335. So which means to say that we are not expecting the price to go beyond 15335 for today. Okay, let's see the chart for confirmation. Okay, looking at the dollar yen. Okay, let's say I go and daily and okay, daily looks like market has broke the previous day low and now getting back into the range. And what we feel is, if we are right, we should see the price turning up before this low, this swing low, 148.65. So if I'm going to see a final target, okay, final target for this down move, we should see the price stability somewhere before 150.85 or 150. Okay, this point was not taken correctly. Okay. Somewhere before 15080 or 15030. So that means what we are trying to say is our downward view should be maintained until this level is reached, or if you see your market turning up before that. So the one I'll give you the clues later on. So now how we can trade this? Okay, as of now we may have seen a temporary base, so we should be looking to buy near 15205. Okay, and remember we should be exiting before that level, which is 15275. So if I'm going to exit, I'll go for a very conservative exit level, which is either 40 or 55. Okay, that should be our call. So that means we should be looking to buy somewhere near 15205 or 152 and stop below this low and try to close or take profit at 152 55 or 40. What signal we have given? I think we have given a buy order at 152, which is a valid call. Stop below the current low, which is 151.75, and TP is also very conservative, 152.40. This is one lot, and expiry is for another 2.5 hours. Then we are going for another buy. Remember, we told you the price target we are looking at somewhere between 15080 and 15020. So we are trying to buy somewhere that level and exit this, and this is until the end of this next time, but we may need to extend this time belt. Okay, so now let's move on to the next currency. Okay, the next currency we are looking at is dollar Swiss. Okay, the dollar Swiss, the trend says on the 6 hours, it says flat with an upside view. Daily is in the downside view, flat with the downside view, because we are seeing 2 consecutive down close. And weekly is also flat with the downside view. Okay, and the range, the immediate range we are looking at is somewhere 90-10 or maybe 90 to 90-25 or 90-60. This should be your immediate range. So if you are buying, we should exit before 90-60. Okay, 90-60. Then if you are going to go for a sell, then we try to sell near 90-60 or slightly higher, but between 92 and 90-60. I think we have one resistance at 91.5. So that should be all our selling levels, or sell and hold. So if you look into the PT zones, okay, the hourly is flat, daily is showing a weak selling force, but weekly is showing one buying force coming into play. So we should be buying, cautious buy, and exit before 90-60 or SR1 on the weekly. Okay, SR1 on the weekly. So let's find out what is that level. Here 90-60, so I told you SR1 on the weekly. Okay, weekly, so that says about 90-80. So we should be exiting before 90-60 or 90-80 if we are going for a buy. So where we can go for a buy, based on this, we are seeing 2 supports. Okay, previous day low is 90 figure and current day low is slightly higher. So but definitely current week low is 89.65. So we should be using that as a benchmark and try to exit. So how I can play? I'll try to buy at 90-10 and try to exit before 90-55, because 55 there is a strong resistance. So we are seeing on the RL2, RC1 and RR1, and 90-70 also there is a strong resistance. So definitely we want to exit before that. Uh, Hold on, huh? Uh, okay, just one more. Let me check on the chart. Okay, so the chart says daily, this is clearly in a downtrend. Market was rejected twice, so which means to say this is a double top. So expect this low to be tested and break, and if it breaks, then we can see further. So this is what should be our trade plan. So as of now, 9060. Remember the system said 9060. I think the chart is also giving us the same answer. So if we are going for an extension 9080, I think system also said the same thing. So we should be holding sell. If you are going for a buy, we buy here, and we try to exit before the extension of this. Okay, and remember the system says exit before 9055. So the chart says about 90 9050. So you can see too many levels here, but I think uh, when I draw, when my focus is here, I know what I'm looking for, and that's what I'll be looking for. You see here, 9055. So I think the system and the chart tallies. Okay, so with that, what we have given is we are trying to buy at 9015 and try to exit at 9045. This is one unit. Okay, this is until 3 o'clock. And we are also trying to buy slightly lower than the 90 if in the event if price moves lower, and try to exit this. Okay, so this is one. Yeah, okay, I think the message I saw is, okay, now I understand. Today all signal key in one, so that means it's a full standard lot. Yeah, you're right. So today we are going for all one lot. Okay, so the reason being is, of course, sometimes that confidence is there, and when we are seeing a pretty confident, then probably we may want to go on one lot. Okay, the next one is we're looking at Aussie dollar. So the Aussie dollar, the trend we are looking at on the hourly is flat with a downside view. Daily, this is flat with an upside view, but two consecutive up, which means to say that the base may have been seen. And weekly is flat with an upside view. Okay, the range, immediate range, what we are looking for is between 6260, 6240, and the high side is 6290 and 63. This should be our range play until the price moves out of this range. So how we are going to trade? We go for a cautious sell and buy and hold. Okay, because the daily is already turned up or turning up. So looking at the PT zones, PT zones is saying daily is mixed, weekly is well supported. So I think we should be going for a buy and hold. Okay, the level where we are looking to buy is somewhere near or below 6240 and your previous week low 62. So these two levels must be our focus. So now the market is trading at 62.65, and what we are expecting is 62.40. Remember I said we should be looking to buy somewhere near 62.40 or slightly lower, 62.20 or 25. So how I want to play, I'll try to buy at 40 or 45 and try to exit before 90. So this would be a conservative game. And the next trade I'll go for a buy at 62.20, and that one maybe try to exit before 63 or 63.20. So let's see what does the chart says. Okay, the chart is saying okay, let's remove this and do it again. Okay, we are seeing On the daily, I think this is a clear base is seen. Okay, and this is what we call it a failure or thrust. Usually when the price breaks the previous low and rejects, okay, this is what we call it a failure or thrust, which means to say that this high is expected to test and break, and if it breaks, then we can go higher. And we have three consecutive up close. That also tells us that this market has already seen the low. Okay, so now where can we go for a buy? Okay, looking at this, I'll try to go for a buy at 62.45, or if the market breaks lower, okay, I'll try to go for a extension on 62.25 or 62.10. Then I'll try to exit one as a conservative play and one as an aggressive play, which means that expecting the high to break. So looking at the the chart, it says that market is coming down and is due for a pullback. So I think most likely the market should stable somewhere near 62.45. So if it stables, then I would exit before 80.85, and if I get it cheaper, then I may want to exit around that same level or break the high. But anyway, if it breaks the high, I don't see the price going above 63.30 or 40 for today. Okay, so this is the range I'm looking for today. So what signals we have given? Okay, we are trying to buy at 45, which is a valid call. As of now, we have not seen the base yet, so we'll wait. And this one we have given until 4, and this is also one lot, and try to exit at 62.85. I think this is also a good call. And we also trying to sell at 62.85, but I think we didn't get this order filled because, okay, this order didn't get filled. Okay. Anyway, the next one we are trying to buy at 62.25 and trying to exit at 75, and this is until tonight. So definitely that means we want to be in this trade, and that's where we are going for another time belt. Okay, let's move on to the next currency. Okay, the next one we are looking at is dollar CAD. Okay, the dollar CAD, the trend, what is it saying is, okay, we are seeing flat with an upside view on the hourly, but we are seeing two consecutive up close, which means that this might be, I mean, we may have seen a strong base, okay, on the hourly, but of course we have to confirm it with the chart. So then on the daily, this is flat with a downside view, and this is only one downside view. So which means to say that this Canadian dollars is a bit mixed, which is not surprising because the US, they have raised the tariffs and now they are negotiating. That's one. I think the Prime Minister has resigned. That's another news, which is also, I think the election is going to be on. So, and also the data from Canada is also coming in pretty weak. So all this, when we look into, we consolidate, we see that I think this is no doubt that this is a mixed signal. So how we are going to trade? As of now, I think the market is breaking the previous 360 high, which is 143.40. So if it breaks, I think the next level we can pay attention is 145.05. That's what the previous day high. But I think we can get somewhere in between. Okay, let's see what is the levels. So we we go for a buy on this currency, buy, cautious buy, or buy and hold, but I think we should be exiting before 145.05. Looking at the PT zones, okay, I think we have seen two forces coming into the buying side on the daily, which indicates that there is a strong buying momentum. And remember I said I'm looking for somewhere in between. Okay, in between the levels we can look for is 144.70. This is your quarterly high. Okay, quarterly high. That's the only immediate level I get based on the straight naked levels. But of course, if you look into the dashboard and all, we can get more better levels. So now, how I'm going to trade? If I go for buy, I should be exiting at daily RR2 or daily RR5, okay, or weekly RL2. Okay, so this should be your immediate targets, you know. Then on the downside, I should be looking to buy 43 10. Okay, but I think we may get, okay, let me do this a momentum trade. Okay, we see here, okay, you see here now this market, your 15 minute has got no strength, but your 2 hours is already showing you strength, which means to say that this strength may last for another at least 1.5 hours minimum, to a max of another 5.5 hours, provided this is trading above 143.40. Okay, so I think this one we can go for a momentum trade. So what we will do is, today's low is 143.10 and we see all the greens are highlighted here. Okay, which means to say that price is pushing higher. And remember, I told you that 2 hours is saying that minimum we should see the strength for at least for another 1.5 hours. So what we can do is, we can buy and try to exit before 70 or 90, and the stop loss below 143.10. Okay, let me quickly get into the chart. So at least I think this one we can go for a market entry. Okay, looking at this, your current low is 43.30. Okay, remember your 2 hours is pointing up. Okay, so if I see this price breaking, I think we should see an extension towards 43.80 and 44. So, and if I see a pattern breakout, okay, this is a inverse head and shoulders pattern. So we should see 143.90. Okay, what I can do is, okay, we can go for a buy. Okay, go for a buy at the market and try to exit at 80.85 and a stop at 43.10. Okay, do this as a market. Okay, I want to enter this. I also want to enter. Let me enter this also. Okay, I'm going for a buy on this cross. Okay, this is a market entry. Since this is a market entry, I don't want to, this is only going to be a half lot. This just hit the market and this is a half lot. So either you can do a market or just 1-2 pips away. This is what normally we do. I mean, we don't just say like do that, hit the market. Okay, now let me put in my TP. Okay, so let's get back. I think I've already entered. Okay, now, so since we have already entered this market, we have given a buy at 410. Okay, I think let it work. Okay, maybe this one we can raise it to 420, because the reason is because we are putting a stop at 410 or below. So I don't see the reason why we should put at 410 again. And this one we can put it at 75, and this we can extend it by another 1 hour. So this would be also a add-on entry. So now we are seeing, then we also have a 4290. Okay, the one let it work is okay. So now what we can do one more is, since this is giving us some movement, okay, What I'm going to do something different today is I want to also share with you these crosses on the Canadian dollars. So if you see here, you see that Canadian dollars, okay, we are seeing the Euro cat, okay, moving up, pound cat moving up, and let's see your 2 hours, yeah, 2 hours. So then we see that Canadian yen is no. So probably this Euro cat would be a good bet, you know, and this is above 49, and the strength is expected to last for at least another 2 hours. Okay, 2 hours, and you should see the price moving higher. Okay, maybe what we can do, let me see the chart, then later we'll come back to this again when we have the time, you know, because I don't want, because I know a majority of you are waiting for the gold view, you know, so I need that to be completed. Okay, so I think this is not showing much strength. I think we should see the price testing 149.40. So this is not, I mean, this is not showing much strength. So I think we can afford to wait. Okay, we can afford to wait. Okay, let's move on to the next currency. So we are looking at New Zealand dollar. Okay, New Zealand dollar, the trend, okay, your 6 hours says flat with a downside view. Your daily is flat with an upside view, and two consecutive up close, which means to say that this market may have seen the bottom. And weekly is flat with an upside view. Okay, the range we are looking at is between 56.70 and 56.90. This is a tight range, but if further apart than 56.45 and 57.05. So how we can trade? We should be looking to buy near 56.45 or 56.50. Buy and hold, and try to uh, uh, exit before 57, or expect this high to break. Okay, this is, as we look into other tools, then we may get a clear answer for that. Okay, right now we are seeing weakness on the hourly, which is not surprising. So now we should see the price on the daily, the RL1. If it breaks, then I think daily SR1 or SR2 should be the buying level. Then weekly is well supported. Okay, so we should be looking to buy somewhere near 46.45 and 56.45 and 56.20. So these are the two levels we need to pay attention, okay, for a buy. So now we go into the dashboard, and we are seeing all weakness on the lower time frame, but higher time frame still supported. Remember, we should be looking to buy somewhere below 56.45. So what I will be doing is I'll try to buy at 50 or 45 and try to exit before 90, and 90 is your current day high. Okay, this is what the system is telling us. Okay, now let's see the chart. Okay, so again, it's a similar pattern like Aussie. Broke the previous low, failed, and this one we are seeing a hammer, which indicates that this has got plenty of strength to push higher. So I would be surprised even if we see towards 59, you know, before this market has turned down. Okay, so now how we can trade this is we should be paying attention to your previous day low. So now market is pulling back, just a correction, so we should try to buy at 45 or extension of this level which is 56.20. I think the system also gave us the same answer. Okay, so if I go on the hourly, so this weakness can be expected for another 5 hours. Then after that, we should see the market turning up. So here, when we look into the 15-minute, it says that most likely the downside should be limited, and I think we should see the price turning before 50 or 45. So how I'm going to play this game? I'll try to buy, because I should be holding a sell, but I think we didn't get an entry. So we'll try to go for a buy at 50 or 45 and try to exit before 56.85 or 90. And as of today, I don't see the price going below 56.20, and we may see the price testing this high, or if this breaks, then we should see the price extending by another 30-40 pips. Okay, 40 pips, that is should be your range for today. So now let's see. Okay, we were trying to sell at 56.85. I think we didn't get it, so I think we missed that entry. And now we are trying to buy. Okay, buy at 45 and 56.95. I think this is a valid call, and this is, we are putting it until the next 2 time bells. So that means we are giving plenty of time, another 12 hours for this trade to get filled. So let it work, and let's see how this thing comes about. Okay, so let's move on to the next currency. Okay, the next currency we are looking for is dollar Sing. Okay, the dollar Sing is, we are seeing the trend on the hourly is flat with an upside view, and the range we are looking at is between 134.75 and 135.05. And the daily is 2 consecutive down close, which means to say that it may have seen the high on the day. And weekly is also flat with the downside view. So we are expecting as of now the price to be pushing higher, but I think this high should be limited to either 35.40 or slightly higher. Okay, slightly higher on the daily, we may get an extension. Okay, so maybe that level, I'll let you know what is the level based on the system. So here right now this is trading above the previous 360 high. So now if we look into the PT zones, okay, right now there is no strength on the hourly and daily, but even if you see the strength, I think it should be limited to RL2, okay, RL2 or RR2 the most. Okay, I don't see the price going beyond that. Then we have a daily 3540, so I don't have any in between. I think the previous week high is 136. So we should be seeing the market turning down anywhere between 135.40 or before 136. Okay, and remember I said that we are looking the market to turn or hit a target of RR2 on the 360. So looking at this, your RR2 is 3560, L2 is 3530. So 3560 should be your maximum move. Okay, and remember the system said that I don't see the price going beyond 3575 or 3590. Okay, so we should be going for a cautious buy, and we try to buy somewhere near 3480, okay, 80 or 90, and try to exit before 3540, and that should be our game plan. Verification from the chart, okay, and your previous high is 3540. I think clearly states that, so we should be exiting before 3540. Then If let's say it breaks that, then we should be seeing 35, 60, 65, I think, or 80. I think this is what the system also said. So looking at lower time frame, we should be looking to buy at 35 and exit before 35.40, and there is some room for this price to go higher. Okay, what we are seeing now, okay, let me see whether we are seeing any strength on the lower time frame. Okay, your 2 hours 2 hours is also pointing up. Okay, so now here we are trying to buy at 34.90 and trying to exit at 35.30. Okay, what we will do is here, this is just a quick trade. Okay, if you want to trade, you can trade, otherwise no obligation. So we'll try to go for a market trade for this. So this one we'll try to buy at 35.10 and stop at 34.80, and 35.60 I think should be too far, maybe about 45 or 50. So what we will do is, okay, we will try to just go by 1-2 pips, and this one I'll give about either you can hit market or you can just go 1-2 pips away. Okay, just 1-2 pips away and try to get into this trade. So once this is filled, we'll try it, and this is just a half lot. Okay, then okay, we're also trying to sell at 35.70. So I think that's another trade which we are going the direction of the trend. Okay, so I think that's about it. Let me finally go into the gold. All are waiting for this. Okay, let's see the gold. Okay, when we look into the gold, the trend, okay, so this is gold. Right now we are seeing on the hourly, in fact, -2 was a down close, but still flat. Okay, but still flat. So which means to say that right now this market is trading within the range 2858 half and 2882 half, and we should be trading within this trading band. But make sure that if your 5-8 half breaks, then we may have seen the high, the top, which is 8.2 half. And remember yesterday I did do a projection. Okay, I'm not sure whether you all remember or you have written down. Okay, I did give a call somewhere. I'm not sure whether it's 82 or 86. I gave 82 or 86 and 2895 as maximum as yesterday's range. So I'm not sure whether you have written. I mean, next time, this is also something I suggest. If you are focusing on any trade, okay, whatever the levels I'm giving you, I think it's best you write it down, register in your mind, and trade accordingly. I think that would be one of the best way of getting things done in the right manner. So I do remember yesterday, I'm not sure whether I said 82. I remember it's 95, but I'm not sure whether I said 82 or 86. But anyway, I think we can check, counter check on the chart again. So now coming back to this. So what we feel is this 28, as long as this 2858 half and 2853 half holds, this uptrend is still intact, and we should see the price testing this 2882, and if it breaks, then we should see the price moving higher. Okay, so the reason being is weekly is in an uptrend, monthly is in an uptrend, and quarterly is in an uptrend, semi-annual is an uptrend, yearly is an uptrend. Okay, because this is a new high. So I keep saying again and again and again, don't play a fool with this market for a sell. Okay, of course, if you are going for a buy, I mean, if you have guts, in fact, yesterday I think I did say the word, if your heart is weak, okay, better stay away from this market, because unless, or you go very minimum. So now, coming back to this, so now the trend is, like as I said, this is still uptrend is still intact while above 2853 half, and we should know that the 2882 half, that should be the range, but if it breaks, then it can go higher. So as of now, market is trading at 68, 69, and we don't see any strength on the 2 hours. Okay, and this time band is going to finish in another 4 minutes. Then we have another 1 more hour extended. So we are still in a range. So what I expect from this based on the system is, I don't see the price going above 73 half or 76 half. The market should consolidate and we should see the price moving a bit lower, then eventually turn up. So if we see the price moving a bit lower, try to go for a buy and hold. So now the key level is, of course, we need to pay attention to 5.8 half and 5.3 half. So I should be looking to buy somewhere near that level. Okay. So now let's see the PT zones. Okay, the PT zones saying that your 360 is already up, but should be limited because there's only one force. So I don't see the price going beyond RR2 on the 360. And as I told you, this is only 1 hour left. So definitely I think we can go for a sell around this level for a quick sell. Okay. Then buy and hold, we should be looking lower near 5.8 half. So so coming back to this, the dashboard is saying that there is a strong support at 65. So if your 65 breaks, then only we can see 61. If your 61 breaks, then we can see the price moving towards 58 half and 53 half. Remember, we said 53 half. So 53 half, 55 is definitely a good buy. If we get that price, we should be looking to buy and hold. And on the other hand, I don't see the price going above 77. So right now this market is going to be in a very tight range. So now it's going to trade between your current high is 73 half and your current low is 64. So most likely it will be only this $9 move we will be seeing until the break. Okay, the break is, we believe that we might see a break lower, then eventually break higher, because right now this market is taking rest and it is getting ready for the next move. So with that, let's confirm it with the chart. So when we look into the chart, so for today's low, okay, I don't think I should be seeing beyond extension of this range. So which is on the dot, it gives you like 58, 50, or sorry, 90, sorry, 70 and 62 as your low for today. But on the other hand, if let's say I do a projection from the previous low, I think there is a very strong support at 60, okay, 60 or 51. I don't see the price going below this level. Okay, so now let me get in detail or in depth or micro view. So we should be seeing, okay, remember I told you this new time belt is coming into play, and this already closed, and we are seeing some weakness. So now we should be looking to buy and hold. Remember I said 58 would be a good buy, and try to see. So now if I do a projection, okay, right now if you see here, what we are seeing is we are seeing a typical head and shoulders pattern, but the problem is your right side shoulder is extended, okay, which means to say that uh, this is not a good pattern, you know. So most likely either it may just fail here and continue, because usually you should be the size should be the similar, you know. So it's extended, so we got to be a bit careful on the down move. So the maximum down move we can see, if let's say this neckline is broken, we should see the price going towards 40. That should be your maximum. So if you really get 40, definitely close your eyes, buy, hold. We should see the market turning before that. So now, how we can trade this is, I can go for a cautious sell, and this is, remember I told you, if you are an aggressive trader, you do that, otherwise you don't do this, okay. So what we can do is, we can try to sell at remember earlier on was your, okay, let me let me get the system, because the new levels are up now. See, earlier on was your 65 was here, 2865, now was pushed lower. So now we try to sell, I mean if we try to sell at 77 or 78. Okay, if we get, we will take no hard feelings, but if we sell at 78, we should be exiting at 69. Okay, that means the range will be between this buying zone, then the price is expected to push higher. But on the other hand, we look for a buy, I think I would want to go for a buy somewhere near 60 half or 61. Okay, so now let me confirm it with the chart. Okay, remember I told you I want to sell somewhere here if seen, then otherwise I don't want to chase this market. So I'll try to sell somewhere at 78, put a stop above the previous high, which is 83, and try to exit before 69. Okay, that would be one trade. Then on the other hand, I'll try to go for a buy at 61. That means I'm not expecting this this pattern to break out, and is continue. And remember I told you another another clue I can give you is, since this right shoulder is extended, so chances of it breaking this low is slim. That's the only clue I can tell you. But of course we have to use and trade what we get from the market. So based on this, how we can trade this is, okay, I want to go for a sell. That means this is a cautious sell, cautious sell at 2878 half, and the stop should be 2883 half and 2869. Okay, this is a $9 move with $5 risk, and this is half lot because of the reason which this is a counter trend. Okay, so then the next one I want to go for a buy 2861 half, stop at 57. Okay, remember 58 half was the support. So we'll try to go for a 57, and this one we can wait for a bigger profit because this is going with the trend. So the levels where we can enter, exit is, even if you go for a conservative, we can exit at 72 because the reason being is your current day high is 73. So we can go for 72, and this is only half lot because I don't want to see thing. Then this we can give until 5 p.m. That means another 4 hours. Then what we can do is we can go for another trade in the event. Okay, in the event our buy gets stopped out. That means if let's say the price goes below, that means the correction goes beyond expectation, then we can go for a buy at 2851 half. Okay, and 47, and this one we can exit at 2868 half. Okay, and this one we can afford to go one lot, and this one is also the time I'll be giving is until the next time belt for the currency, which is about 1830. So the reason we are doing this, okay, I hope you understand how we are doing things and why we are doing things. Okay, we do it in a very systematic way, and sometimes if we don't get opportunity to monitor the market or watch the market, so we'll just get it filled and let it work, and we'll just monitor. So this is definitely you can do other work and also at the same time manage this trade. So that would be easiest way. So here we are seeing I think I've given all the crosses, but I want to talk about this Canadian crosses. So I'm not sure whether we have time. Okay, now anyway, for those of you who came in late, okay, these are the signals which we have generated for the last 1 hour, and this is scalping is usually is limited profit. Okay, this is limited profit, and also the scalping trade is taken only when the market is caught in a range. Okay, day trading is usually we try to play with the bigger range and bigger profits. So that's how it is. So if you want to take a screenshot, you can take a screenshot, and you want to monitor yourself and see how this results comes in and do. But sometimes we do some adjustments ad hoc when the market is moving. So that's the only way is you got to register with us. If you register with us, then when we make the changes, you would be getting the signals as well. Okay. So I think that's about it. Let's see. We can do that Canadian crosses. Any questions or anything you want to ask? For those of you who are coming in first time, okay, for first time to our session, I just want to just give you a quick recap. Okay, our system is a very unique system. Okay, we have been doing this R&D for the last 25 years, and finally we are ready to share it with the public. And what the system does is basically the system gives you instantaneously what you need to do for trades. That means it will give you the trend directions, it will tell you the entry levels, exit levels, stop loss levels, and your of course your target, target and all. So what we do is, of course, we manage the trade by taking, and also our entries usually we have like first entry, second entry, third entry, and best entry. So that means sometimes we do get 3 entries in a go, because the reason being is sometimes we don't always go on market entries, because many times we felt that if we go into the market trades, we get ourselves caught, and usually it becomes a bad trade. So that's why we try not to get emotion into play, okay, because the main purpose of our system is your emotions would be in control at all times. So if you notice, first we look into the system, and get idea what is happening in the system. Then finally we go and tally it with the chart. Okay, so that's how we do things. And the reason being why we do this manner is because your emotions would be controlled at all times, because when you look into the market and when you see the market moving, you don't tell yourself, I'm going to miss this move, let's go for a buy and get yourself caught and do. And we always want to do your homework before you enter your trade. And the homework is done in such a way that we see what is the target we are getting, then we go on the stop loss what we are going to put in, then the lot size, then finally we put in the entry level and together with the expiry of the time belt. Okay, the reason why we are putting in expiry is we are keying in so many orders, okay, and especially sometimes when some news comes into play. Okay, what happens is you might get a lot of orders filled and you don't know what to do. So that's the reason why we put in an expiry order, so at least when the time the orders not get filled, it automatically cancels, and we are preparing for the next time belt in a fresh mode. But I know sometimes it's a bit tedious, but if you practice it, I'll tell you, you would love it and you would just enjoy it. And also for the time belt, what you see on our system is all SGT time, which means Singapore time. So if your trading platform has got in different country locations, you need to find out what is the difference. Then you need to place the order time based on that. Okay, so now I'm just going to share with you just one example, so so at least you can see how easy or how friendly is this. So remember I told you we can trade Canadian crosses. So let's say we do Canadian crosses. Okay, so now you see I don't have to go and screen multiple time frames chart, and the system will also alert me what is the cross that is moving now. So there's a lot of things to be considered. That means you won't be missing opportunities, and you will also be trying to enter the right level. You will try to place the orders, entry, exit, stop loss all in a precise level. So now you see here now what we can trade now is, if you see here Canadian yen. Okay, this is showing that this market is down on the daily. So you see, I don't have to go look for, first of all, choosing the currency itself, it helps you to choose. That's what I'm trying to tell you. So why I'm choosing Canadian yen rather than Euro CAD, Pound CAD and all, because this is the only one that is giving us a good trending mode, and it helps you to choose. So here now, when we look into this Canadian yen, okay, as long as this is below 106.40, I would want to wholesale, and I expect, and current low is 106.05, and I would expect this low to break, and if it breaks, then I should see the price moving lower towards maybe 105.75 or 80, and if that level breaks, then it can even go lower towards 104.90. So I get all the information needed for my trade. So that means one look at it, okay, this is what I'll be expecting, and there is a strong selling force involved because your 15-minute moving average crossover, 2 hours daily, all are pointing down. Okay, so this means to say that this is a good trade for sell, and should be wholesale or cautious sell. So the next thing is we need to know where to sell. Okay, so the first thing is, remember I told you first we see the targets. Okay, the targets I told you we should see the 106.05 breaks. If it breaks, then 580 or 490. So that one is already should be registered in your mind. So the next thing is we want to sell. Okay, now where can we sell? Okay, the benchmark level is we look at your 2 hours high, which is 106.65. So why I should be selling is, I should be selling near this level, 106.65. And right now the market is trading at 106, 20. So that means I'm 45 pips away from the level where I want to go for a sell. But on the 6 hours, this also says that the 6 hours high is 670. So that means for sure I want to be selling near 106.65. So that is the thing is going to register in my mind. And I know that I'm expecting this 10605 to break, and if it breaks, then I'm expecting the price lower. Okay, right now what you are seeing now, this is a consolidation. Okay, one clue is, so now when you see your 60-minute is highlighted green, so that means to say that this market is going to go higher. Now your 15-minute is pushing higher and your 60 is also higher. That means to say that this strength, that means this move higher, is expected to last for at least another 45 minutes, because right now the time is 1 o'clock 16 minutes, 15. So the clue you're getting, see, because this also helps you to enter your best entry level. See, there's so many tips I'm giving you just for the trade setup, and without looking at the chart. That is the beauty, without looking at the chart. So all I know is I should be looking to sell. If I'm going to go for a sell, I don't want to sell now because I see some strength coming into play. I will wait until 45 minutes, or if 106.65 is seen, either one. So if I see 106.65, I sell, or I'll wait for 45 minutes. I don't want to sell now. Okay, I'll wait for another until this end of this time belt. Then whatever the price, then that's where I may decide to sell. So you get so many informations based on the trend map. Then this what do you call this PT zones. Okay, the PT zones, remember, for those of you who are coming in first time, last time I did tell you that, okay, the difference between trend map and PT zones is the trend map will tell you what to do, how to do, why, all the informations. But the PT zones is, what it tells you is, that tells you the location of that currency where it's trading. So the location means, see, I'm sure like when you want to look, when you go somewhere, or when you want to meet somewhere, you always ask for the location. That means exact location where are you, so at least it's easier for you to trace that and reach your destination on time. The same manner, the PT zones will give you the location where it is now, as of now, and it tells you on different time belt, different time frame. So that means on the daily, right now this market is trading in location center support 1 and support 6 on the right. So this is on the right and this is on the center, and on the left we have not seen any weakness. So this is telling you exactly where this market is trading as of now. You can see it, right? So now this also tells you where is your price target. So now you see there's a lot of information that can be derived from this. So now what this says is, you can only see the weakness coming into play when your weekly RL1 breaks. Okay, your weekly RL1 is 106.05 and that is your current day low. So what this market is telling us is, once it breaks 106.05, you should see a lot of weakness happening and the price should be going down much faster. So this also tells you that once this level breaks, we should see the price target. The target also we can get it from here. So as of now, if you look for me, the target, all I know is I should see the 106.05 break. If it breaks, I'm expecting the market to have a free flow down. That means, market will be a pretty big down move because there is no buying force involved. Okay, so the target as of now, I'll take it as weekly SL2. that would be the next halt, you can see. And also imagine that this is a lift, for the prices. So that means where is the next floor halt, that it tells you. So when we go into the Canadian yen, okay, Canadian yen, so we got to see that, okay, remember, we got to see daily daily SL2, which is 10590, okay, and weekly SL2 is 10525, okay. So now what the system has given me the answer is, okay, I'll tell you in one sentence, then later we can tally it with the chart, whether the chart is giving me the same answer. So one sentence I'm going to tell you, I don't expect this Canadian dollars to go beyond 106.65. I should be looking to sell somewhere there. And my target, if I'm a conservative trader, I would exit before 610, which is 605 is the low, so I expect 6010. And if I call myself an aggressive trader, then I'll wait for the 605 to break. And once it breaks, I should be trying to see, or I should expect the price to see 105.90, or if that 90 breaks, then I should see the price heading towards 105.30. You see, one sentence would tell you what is to be expected and what are you going to do on this trade and how are you going to manage the trade. So this is very crystal clear. This is what you're going to do. So now the next thing you got to do is to see whether this information given by the system is it same as what is to be expected to be seen on the chart. So now when we see on the chart, okay, this is the Canadian yen. Okay, remember this is your 360. So remember I told you the price goes, the 106.05 has to break. If it breaks, then we should see 105.90. Okay, then if that 590 breaks, then 525, 530 should be the thing. So here, if you see here, of course, this is zoomed in. So now the chart is saying me that if your 106.05 breaks, we should see the next halt is 105.65. But remember the system said 590. Okay, so now there is a dispute here. So now let's see, I look into the 15-minute chart. Okay, now you see here the 15-minute will give you a very clear price flow of the market. So now if you see here, you see your 65, 106.65, that should be your selling level. And when I look into the chart, I see that before reaching 665, the market should break for 40 or 45. So by looking at the chart, now I decide, okay, maybe I want to go for one entry at 40 and my second entry at 65 because I don't want to miss this trade. Then the next thing, when the market breaks this low, if you look into the chart, you see here, okay, can you see here? This is where the market previously it was consolidating. And can you see what is this low here? This is 105.85. So in other words, the system is alerting you this level, which is not seen with naked eye. That means when you look into just looking at the chart, this is not known to you, but the system is telling you that, hey, there is a minor support there. Then also remember that the system said 530. Okay, so the 530 is, okay, 530 or 525. Yeah, so this is where this market, the system is telling is about 525 is this level. So in other words, now you see here the system is giving me one answer, and now we are telling it with the chart, and it gives a same answer. So now we can comfortably trade uh, this uh, this market. So here we see here about this. So now I can give a signal based on this. So now the only problem is the market. You see, now it's already started turning. That means to say that it doesn't even have strength to even break. Right now this is only consolidating on the 15 minute. So now how I want to trade this, okay, I can give you a call based on this. So I want to go for a momentum trade. So I want to be in this trade. Okay, I don't want to miss this trade. So I'll go for a limit sell 10640. Remember, I don't want to miss this trade. Okay, then I'll put a stop at 80. Then this one I'll go for 106 as a conservative TP. And this one, the time, since I'm only trying to enter near the market, I'll try to give only about 1.5 hours. So the time when given should also depend on how far is away from this market. The time, especially when the target and the entry point is taken into consideration. So here I want to go for another entry. Okay, another entry at 10660 or 65, then 90, and this one is 10, and this one I want to go for one lot because I feel that that is my comfortable level of entry. So here for this I'll give another 2 more hours. So that's how you place the trade. So just imagine, just do your work, look into the chart, get a confirmation, place the order, and you're good to go. Then after that, all you have to do is just see whether the order is getting filled, and when it filled, you try to adjust your stop loss, you try to re-enter, or sometimes you may need to adjust to a better level. Sometimes you see the strength coming in all of a sudden, then you might need to do some adjustments. And that's how our system works. So today I've given you a good full-fledged view of how to do a trade, randomly choosing any cross without making much complication, without having like a complexity of your decision and all. So your decision all will be straightforward, and you just have to go with it. Okay, so thank you very much. Okay, once again, for those of you who are coming in first time, this is what I request. All in all I'm telling you is we are just new to YouTube. We are not new to the industry, right? So if you can subscribe to our services, subscribe to our website, and also follow us regularly, give a like and follow. You would not regret. Okay, you would not regret. This is something to really look upon, and you can discuss with us any markets. As long as we have the data, we can give it to you instantaneously. This is what is to be expected, and how we can trade this, and how we can move on. So once again, thank you for coming. Okay, looking forward to see you again. I have one more session at another 4 hours, which is a Tamil version. We will give more add-ons, and any changes. That's where we change and change the levels, adjust the levels, and prepare for the next time. But and all in all, our system, our trade system is all very systematic. Every day we have 4 opportunities. So we just try to use these 4 opportunities. But we are only, as of now, we are only concentrating on 2. So like one now, one next. So of course, if you show your enthusiasm, then we may extend to third one, which is your US market. Okay, so thank you very much. See you again again tomorrow, or later, about 4 hours time. And good luck, and thank you. Bye.